extend. So as the name itself indicates that we are extending the existing entity, suppose if it is not intersecting. So that is the main concept of using the extending. So to do that, so first we're going to switch off the grids. So I'm going to take limits and I will say lower left corner is by default is 0, 0. Then I will take 420, 297 is the upper limit. So then I will say enter. Then I will say zoom all. And I will say zoom, enter all. So now first we will going to consider a drawing like this. So that means, so here first I will draw two vertical lines. So here it is ortho is off. So you switch on the ortho, you just click on this. Then I will going to consider one more line of any distance. Then I will draw one entity here like this. Then one more line like this. So what I want to do is I want to extend this line. So one option is I can draw a line from end point of this to perpendicular to this. Then I can draw a line from end of this to perpendicular to this. Similarly, line end of this to perpendicular to this, and line end of this to perpendicular to this. So this is how you can complete this. But this is not an extend command. That is basically because suppose if I select, you can see here this line is different, this line is different, and this line is different. This is not allowed in our CAD. So basically because this has to be a single entity, and similarly here also this has to be a single entity. So that is the reason why we can't use like this. So if I want to select, so then what should happen? So I should be able to get this line, and also when you want to know what are the distances and other things, it becomes very difficult to do that. So for that reason, so now I am having an existing entity, I want to extend this line till here, and also I want to extend this line till here. Similarly, this line till here and this line till here. So for that we go for an extend command. EX is the command. Select objects or select all. So select boundary edges. So it is for select boundary edges. So which is the boundary? The boundary is this line. So the boundary definition is the object which has to be extended. The object which has to be extended is the one which I need to, so till where the object has to be extended. So I will say, I will select this as the one line, and I can select this as the another line, which are the boundary edges for this line to be extended. So then I don't have any other objects to be selected. I will just enter it. Then select object to extend. So I want to extend this till here, and I want to extend this till here. Similarly, I want to extend this till here, and I want to extend this till here. So this is how the boundary extend will going to consider. So this is one of the options, and this is the by default option for a extend command. And the advantage of this is, now in the previous case when we listed, it listed 3 entities. Now here if you list, it will going to have only a single entity. So this is the advantage of using the extend command. Now I will just undo this. Now we say, for example, I will erase this and we will go for the next option in this extend command is the project. So that means suppose I have a line. I will have one line here and I have one line here. Then I have one more line here and I have one more line here. So then I want to extend this. I will say extend. Select objects, the boundary edges. I will select this and I will select this. Enter. Then I will go for project. Project. Then enter a projection option or extend. I will select these two boundary edges. Then I will say edge. Edge. Extend. Enter an implied edge extension mode. I will say extend. Then you just extend this. It will going to extend till to that, and I will going to extend this till to this. Similarly, I will extend this till to this, and I will going to extend. Sorry, I will going to extend till to this. I cannot extend this line. That is basically because that has been considered as the boundary edge. Similarly, I want to extend this. Select objects. So now I am going to select these two as the boundary edges. Then I will select. So here I will just select these two, which will going to be the extend option, which will going to be able to complete this. So this is how you have the multiple options in which we can use the extend command for multiple various cases on various particular conditions. It can be able to use. Suppose if I say I will say extend, then I will say extend, then boundary edges, I will select these two, then I will say project, then extend, select objects, I will select these two as the boundary edge, then edge, I will say no extend, by default no extend, select object to extend. So it will not possible for you to path does not intersect with the edge. So that means whenever if you want to have the projection extend has to be done, that extend object to be extended should be able to get an intersection point. That is possible only that has been done in the previous case, wherein only if it is apparent intersection, then only it will going to extend. Otherwise it won't extend. So because that is the reason why by default it says path does not intersect with the boundary edge. By default path will get an intersection point. If you don't want it to extend when it is not intersecting, then we have to go for the no extend option. Similarly, if you say for example, now I will erase these two lines. Then I will draw one line here and then another line here. Now I will say extend, then select boundary edges. I will select this and this as the boundary edge. Then I will say crossing, object to extend will going to be this. So you can see this, the crossing, that means I can extend all the multiple entities simultaneously, so that the time consumption of extending by individual entity, say imagine if you have about 10 lines has to be extended, then by doing in a single object, then it becomes too cumbersome and it will going to take more time. So in order to extend multiple entities simultaneously, then we can go for a crossing option. So that means in the case, suppose if you say here, in this case I will say extend. So I will take these two as the boundary edges, and then here I will say crossing. So I will just cross these two and also these two simultaneously. So you're going to get extended directly. Otherwise what happens is I have to go to this, to this, to this and to this. So this is how the time consumption can be reduced by taking the crossing option. So this is how it will be able to extend the objects simultaneously. Trim command. So to find out the trim command, we have one line. So I will create one more line like this. Then I have one more line here. So this is the typical object what I am trying to do here. So the final figure what I want like this. So to do that, so I will go for trim, TR. So select cutting edges. So it is like the cutting edges means the from till where the object has to be retained. So which is that, so according to this sketch, I want to retain this line. Since I want to retain this line, so that should be the form of a cutting edge. And also I want to retain this line. So this will going to be forms as the cutting edge. Similarly, I want to retain this line as the cutting edge. So because I want to retain from here to here, and also I want to retain from here to here. So this is the one which will going to be the cutting edge. So now to do that, so here select objects, by default select all, or I will select this line as the cutting edge. Then I want to retain this line, I will go to select that. I want to retain this line, you just select that. And I want to retain this line, you just select that. Then enter. Then what I need to do is I want to trim, select object to trim. The object which I don't want is the one which has to be selected. So I will select this line, object to trim, and I will select this line, object to trim, and I will select this line which is the object to trim. Similarly this line, object to trim, like this, like this, like this, and like this. So this is how I will going to get my final sketch. So every time it is very difficult to do like this. So in such a case, what we can do is I will take trim, select cutting edges, select objects, or by default select all. I will just press enter. So when you do that, what happens is it will going to select all the entities as the cutting edge. Then object to trim, now we will going to take crossing. I will just take crossing. So you just click on this, you are going to get this. Similarly, you just click on this. Similarly, you just click on this and you click on this. So this is how the crossing option can be used. And within this also we can use erase command. Select objects to erase. I will going to select this and I want to select this. So select objects, trim. So here, and I am not able to trim these objects because it will just intersect each other, but only when it is crossing the lines, then only it is possible to trim. So now I will take up this command is trim. Then by default it is select all. Then I will take object to trim by fence point. So that means you can select like this. This is the option wherein you will going to get all the entities can be fenced simultaneously in an irregular fashion, so that you will going to get the simultaneous trimming of object to trim. Then suppose if I want to erase this within this command, I can use the erase command. Select objects to erase. I will go to select this, select this, select this, and select this, and so that you can erase all the entities. So this is how the trim command will be used, and majority of the times in our frequently we will going to use this trim command in our regular constructional drawings. Now the next option in this will going to be the fillet command. Now we will going to take up the fillet command. So to do that, so now here the fillet command is, first we will going to construct this object somewhere like this, or it can be like this also. Now we can go for trim, the first one. Select objects, I will say go to fence and fence this like this. Then we will going to use the fillet command. For getting the fillet, I will say F is the command. So the current mode is trim, the radius is 0, so I want to set the radius. So first I will going to set the radius as 10, whatever he has given. So I will say, since the radius is 0, now I need to consider the radius first. So I will going to set the radius, specify fillet radius. I will take 15 or 20 or whatever he has given in the drawing. We're going to consider that. So I have set the fillet radius. Now I will going to take the select first object. I will going to select this as the first object, and then I will going to select this as the second objects. So this is how you will going to get the trim command, fillet command. Now similarly, if I want to have the fillet, I will go for a fillet option. Again I will going to set the radius. If I want to take it 20, you take 20 here. Then select this line as the first object and select this line as the second object. And we can take fillet. Again you can take this as the first object and this as the second object. So this is how it will going to work with the fillet command. So here the radius, you can select this and you can select this. So this is how we can have the fillet radius option. So what it does is, it will going to measure the 20 mm from here and also 20 mm from here. Then it will going to get the intersection point, and from this point it will take the radius of 20 and draws an arc and removes the extra material whatever you have. So this is the advantage of using the fillet command. Basically fillet commands are used to rounding off the sharp corners in an edge. So it will basically create the radius. Now say for example, we will going to consider one more typical example wherein I have a line and I have one more line and I have one more line and I have one more line. So here suppose if you have like this, so how to do this type of things? So to do that, first I should go to extend, select objects, I will select all, then I will extend this line till here. So it doesn't extend because part does not intersect. Then I will go for the edge option. Then I want by default it will be no extend. I will say extend. Then I will say extend this line till here. Then extend this line till here. Extend like this. Again go to extend, select objects, by default all. Then go to edge option. Then by default extend. You select this, you select this, you select this, and you select this. Then go to fillet, then take the radius as 20. Then you take first object, second object, first object, second object, first object and second object, and first object and second objects. So this is one more method of doing this. Instead of doing like this, we have the optimization of our drawings. How? I will go for the fillet option directly. I will set the radius first. I will take 20 mm itself, and then select first object and select second object. Then again fillet, select between these two. Then again you select between these two. You're going to get like this, second object between these two. So this is how the fillet command can be worked. So the advantage is it will not only extends but also fillets the radius directly. So this is the combination of these two can be worked out. So this is how we will be able to reduce the number of commands which can be used in the drawing, and also most effectively I can use the software to our requirement, and so that we will be able to reduce the time of constructions. So now the next thing is, suppose I want to have a sharp edge. So what I can do, I will go to fillet, I will take the radius as 0, set the radius as 0, and you just click on this and click on this. Similarly, click on this and click on this, and here click on this and click on this, and from here. So this is how it can be. After filleting, I want to retain the remaining portion, that is the extra portion which are supposed to be trimmed. In such a case, I will go for a fillet option and I will go for a trim mode. Then I will say no trim. Then I will set the radius as 20, and then I will use this and use this. So not only it fillets but also retains the unfilleted portion. And here, from here to here, it will sometimes you may have to use this particular option. And many a times it will going to be used here. So that is the advantage of using this. So this is how we can use for the trim option. And then similarly we can use for the multiple option also. The multiple option, then by default it will be always the multiple option itself. So you need not have to worry about using this particular option. So this is how you will be able to use the fillet command most effectively and in the drawing. And also many a times we will going to use this particular option frequently in your constructions of the